Knowles looks to take on his man. Inside to Horton, and then to McAllister, back to Horton, 30 yards from goal, back to Clark, who finds Biabu, or Kengley. Does Kengley shoot? No. Not far wide. Really good effort by Neil Kengley. He goes off for a throw into Forest Green, just shy of halfway. Back to Knowles. Knowles takes it early, and he could find Mellor. He can keep it on, just inside the edge of the penalty area. Mellor, good cross across the 6-yard box. Nobody there, though, because the striker peeled off to the right-hand side.
Rovers just sort of made a little note to the rest of the team there, as McAllister was about to take the throw in, but the rest of the team hadn't quite got up as quick.
McAllister, a little chip ball forward, looking for Horton. Just skips off the turf and through into the grateful arms of Roan in goal for Brackley. But Mendy cleared. Brackley pump it up towards the edge of the Forest Green penalty area again. Campbell on the turn, and can he find Roberts? Yes, he can. Roberts' shot goes wide of Eisted's near post. Again, Woku on his left foot, infield to Horton. Knowles thinks about the overlap, now goes on the overlap, gets the ball as well. Early cross by Knowles, headed clear by Brackley as far as Kengley. Kengley with a second volley. The first volley was pretty good and not far wide. The second volley on the half volley got completely underneath it and clears the stand, clears the terrapins at the back of the car. Carl McAllister, who has Damani Mellor in front of him, has Horton as well. To Horton the ball goes back to McAllister. Brackley getting numbers back. McAllister's probing ball forward is blocked, but he breaks to Jaden Clark, whose shot is blocked. Comes out to Gilly Biabu inside the penalty area. Goes out towards the left-hand side. Biabu crossing, looking for Damani Mellor, headed up in the air by Brackley. Roan comes out to claim, and it's safely into the keeper's gloves. Goes past one, goes past two, onto his left foot, tries to get it back onto his right. The ball comes back onto his right. Shot from Knowles. Is it going to go behind for a corner? I thought it had, but it hasn't. Yes, it has. Brackley defender watching Clark is less than 10 metres away, or fewer than 10 metres away. In comes the corner towards the back post. Shouts for a free kick on Abraham Kanu. Waved away by the referee. That would have been a penalty. Square to Knowles outside the penalty area. Knowles hits it. Gets a little bit of dip, not quite enough. And that's just over the crossbar. Good effort from distance by Tom Knowles. Infield to Horton, who's just found himself a little pocket of space. Back to Woku and then to Clark. 35 yards from goal to McAllister onto his left foot. Will he shoot here just outside the D? Yes, he does shoot all along the ground, straight into the breadbasket of Harrison Roan. Went with this. McAllister has the ball outside the penalty area to Knowles. Opportunity to cross, brings it back onto his left foot, shoots, and it's headed over off the top of Lily's head. With Kengley in an advanced central position, the left back, and now out towards McAllister, hugging the right wing. Back in field to Horton. Just outside the edge of the penalty area, his shot is deflected. Just managed to find a yard of space to Nick Horton. Behind for a corner, right-hand side, Rovers' fourth of this first half. Ball goes through to Eisted. He looks at his options and then throws it out over on to Kengley, who advances over halfway, gets fouled once, gets the advantage, carries on just Kengley. He's got Biabu outside him on the overlap, and via a tackle it reaches Biabu. Corner of the penalty area, laid back to Horton. Then square to Woku, central position, beats his man onto his right foot, into the penalty area by Woku, has to check and turn, lays it back to Horton, just outside the box, has Knowles as an option. Horton onto his left foot shot is deflected in towards the Forest Green penalty area. That one doesn't slip, but still bounces before it gets to anyone. Bounces up in the air, Rovers head it clear, Mendy gets the second header, and then it's cleared by McAllister as the bodies come flying in. The ball bounces once and then to Robbie Savage, who controls it with his backside. Robbie, mind your clean beige trousers. Options upfield, but he goes short to McAllister, does Knowles, gets it back and then finds Clark, who's able to turn and then makes ground in midfield as Clark. Goes past one, goes past two, pulled back, free kick to Forest Green, and Rovers got out of that very easily. And there's going to be a first yellow card of the game. Rovers take the free kick out towards Kengley on that left-hand side, down the line to Biabu, just inside the penalty area. Back to Kengley, first time cross, looking for McAllister, headed clear by Brackley. Finds Horton, edge of the box, flick to McAllister, who on the volley gets the effort in. That's a fairly comfortable save for Roan. Ball ricochets to Mendy. Long clearance by Mendy. Goes over the top of Biabu once again with Elliot Wheeler, but it's collected by Kengley down by the corner flag. Back to Biabu. There's a few boos from the Brackley supporters on the far side. Good ball by Biabu in across the face of the 6-yard box, put behind by Brackley for a corner before McAllister could get in on it. Fifth corner of the game to Rovers. Now goes to the left-hand side, finds Kengley in good space. Good play there by Clark as Damani Mellor's allowed back on. And Kengley finds Biabu out on that left-hand side, cuts in off of the touchline, goes past one, fouled by a second player. Free kick to Forest Green. And that is Brown, who was booked earlier on. That's the second yellow card. And surely now, yeah, there goes the red. Zach Brown is sent off for Brackley. They're down to 10 men, and that is silly from Zach Brown. Left arm raised and then dropped by Clark. Crossed it towards the near post, flicked on by Damani Mellor. Really good save by Harrison Roan, and then they're able to get it clear, and the assistant's flag has gone up for offside. And Clark has the ball inside the centre circle to Knowles. Forward to Horton. Twists, turns, plays it to McAllister outside him. A little no-look pass by McAllister to Knowles down by the corner flag. And Knowles wins Rovers' 7th corner of this first half. By contrast, Brackley have had just the one corner. This is a right-wing one, so McAllister takes it to Horton inside the penalty area. Horton, chance to get to the byline, crossed across the penalty area, and they're put in at the back by Damani Mellor, and Forest Green has the breakthrough. In the 6th minute of stoppage time, it's Forest Green Rovers 1, Brackley 0. Damani Mellor, after great work by Nick Horton, following a short corner routine with Carl McAllister. Great ingenuity by Rovers. They have the breakthrough.
Yeah, they've definitely caught Brackley sleeping there a little bit. The corner was taken very, very quickly by Kyle McAllister, and that's Damani Mellor's second goal in as many games after his goal at Eastleigh last weekend. So a brilliant week for Damani Mellor, brilliant goal, and Forest Green take the lead.
So Horton inside the penalty area. Horton, chance to get to the byline, crossed across the penalty area, and they're put in at the back by Damani Mellor. Woku to Campbell, advancing from the anchor role in midfield. Campbell to Biabu on the overlap. Biabu, left-hand side, has Clark overlapping outside him. Back to Campbell, shot, sliced wide. Rovers take the corner short. Back to Clark again. Stood up towards the back post, goes over the top of everyone. Mendy will try and keep it on, and does so in front of the away stand on the far side. Back to Campbell, centre field to McAllister. Forward to Horton. Horton looks up, thinks about a shot, beats two men onto his left foot. That shot's blocked, cleared by Brackley as far as Knowles. Mendy tries to play the ball forwards. It's intercepted by Pollock, and Knowles does a good tracking back job, clears as well up to Babalola, and then it's won by Campbell in midfield once and then twice, and has the opportunity to play Biabu in down the left-hand side. Jilly Biabu, low left-foot shot, goes past the near post, and not quite what Biabu was intending inside his penalty area. Kanu and Mendy split left and right respectively. The ball goes to Kanu, to McAllister, finds Campbell in midfield. Good first touch by Tate Campbell, and then an even better second touch to put Tom Knowles in. Knowles bearing down on goal. Can he get a shot away? Defenders got back. Knowles with a shot, and it goes into the side netting, and it's off behind for a goal kick. Held up by Kanu. Gets the layoff back to Lowe. Does Harrett, and then the cross is cleared and dealt with by the Forest Green defence. Horton on the counter-attack finds Damani Mellor, and then looks for McAllister on the diagonal out towards the right-hand side. Has two players inside the penalty area to aim for, but lays it back to Horton. Horton just inside the corner of the penalty area, then nice back flick to McAllister, who rifles it left-footed from the corner of the penalty area into the top corner of Harrison Roan's net. That's Forest Green Rovers 2, Brackley 0. Glorious strike by Kyle McAllister after a little bit of impudence from Nick Horton. Rovers 2-0. Towards the right-hand side, has two players inside the penalty area to aim for, but lays it back to Horton. Horton just inside the corner of the penalty area, then nice back flick to McAllister, who rifles it left-footed from the corner of the penalty area into the top corner. Free kick to Brackley just inside the Forest Green half, and Brackley push everyone apart from the take a trip up towards the edge of the penalty area. Heads go up, Forest Green get it clear through Biabu. looking for McAllister, has one possession. Now if he can shift the ball left, Forest Green are on again with the counter-attack. Horton has Biabu overlapping outside him. Now he plays it to Biabu. Biabu, 3-0 to Forest Green! Nick Horton with his third assist of the afternoon. 76 minutes gone, 2 goals in 3 minutes, and Forest Green, you think, have sealed this. Rovers taking all 3 points today. Really good counter-attack. One possession on the break from McAllister, switched possession to Horton. The energy and the overlap of Biabu played in with perfect timing. As simple as that. Forest Green 3, Brackley 0.
Well, I can't remember many players who have got a hat-trick of assists for Forest Green.
And Rovers take the corner to Mendy on the edge of the penalty area, and then gets the shot. There's Laura Mendy! Oh my word! He's just scored from 30 yards out. His first goal for Forest Green. The corner was taken to him, and Mendy from 30 yards out has beaten a man, given himself a yard of space, and he's just put one on a postage stamp into the top corner. Forest Green Rovers 4, Brackley Town 0, 2 minutes to go.
What a brilliant goal by Laurent Mendy, and obviously his first for the club.
To Mendy on the edge of the penalty area, and then gets the shot. There's Laura Mendy! Oh my word! And then Lowe brings it away and is fouled by Biabu, who collects the ball, and the referee says that's enough. And it's finished here at the New Lawn. Forest Green Rovers 4, Brackley Town 0.